There's nothing more I hate than wasting money on equipment I'm never gonna use. Here are 3 tools you should buy to grow your business as you film video, and 3 tools you should not buy. Hey everyone, I'm Kim Rittberg. I help professionals become thought leaders and businesses become brands through video and podcasts. How do I know how to do that? I spent 20 years in media and marketing. I was a journalist at Inside Edition and Fox. I launched the video unit for Us Weekly magazine, meaning I turned a conference room into a studio, which is kind of what every business owner needs to do now. So here I am helping you. I do one-on-one and group coaching for business owners, entrepreneurs, and real estate agents to help them grow their business. Really quickly, I have a graveyard of video cameras, of editing equipment, of microphones, things that I literally never use. And you know what? I was a TV producer. Like, I've taken so many editing courses and filming courses, but the truth is, I don't love technology. I don't love filming. I use them. I think they're important. I love making videos, but I don't love that aspect of it. And most business owners, real estate agents, entrepreneurs are not techie geeks. They don't love filming and they don't love editing, and that's okay. You don't need to do these things to grow your business. So here are the things you do need. Number 1, you need a tripod and a ring light. Why do you need that? The tripod keeps your video steady, keeps your iPhone, your phone, Android, whatever. Just kidding. It keeps your phone steady so it's not bobbling around. And a ring light is really important. A ring light is really, really important because you want nice, even lighting on your face. If you have beautiful natural lighting from an open window, that's awesome, but it's hard to get that great lighting indoors. So a ring light is super perfect and easy. These are things you can get anywhere. Like, there's so many links on Amazon. I'm gonna link some out in the video here, but very easy to find. If you have room on your floor, you can get a floor tripod, meaning it takes up a little bit of room on your floor, or you can get a desktop one. I personally have one where I can use both. I can put it on my floor, or I can unhook it and I can put it on my desktop. These are super easy. Most of them also, you can adjust the brightness. Sometimes you want it brighter, sometimes you want it not as bright. That's cool. That'll make sure you never look like you're on a cave, inside a cave. You know, you have those Zoom calls where you're like inside a cave. Okay, so number 1, you're getting that tripod and the ring light. Number 2, I don't think you need this at all, but if you're gonna film in places where it's busy or crowded, I recommend a little microphone. And when I say a little microphone, it just plugs into your phone, nothing super fancy. Make sure it's for the right phone. When you're researching the equipment, if you have an iPhone, make sure the connector matches an iPhone. There's 2 main types of microphones. There's the one that sits in your camera and is like short and goes out. We call that like a boom microphone. And then there's another little microphone that you can clip onto your clothing. Sometimes you see people holding that up in TikTok videos or in Instagram videos. That is a lavalier mic or a mic you can put on your clothing. So the number 2 thing is a microphone. If you're in busy places, I don't really think you need it, but it's definitely a nice optional. Editing equipment. This is a must. You can edit inside social media applications. That's totally fine, but you have to know you're gonna be doing like a tiny bit of editing no matter what. Don't be afraid. The editing does not have to be super complicated. Don't order Adobe Premiere, don't order Final Cut Pro. Sorry, those brands, you're still welcome to sponsor me. If you're not great at editing and don't love editing, use a simpler tool like CapCut or InShot. There's an app that just adds cool captions to your content called Captions. But if you really aren't comfortable using that stuff, do it all in Instagram. And I'll be honest, Instagram likes it when you make the videos in Instagram. So don't be afraid to just use the social media tools. It's totally fine. Remember, you are making content for your business. These are not commercials going on the Super Bowl. You need to think through what you're gonna say. You need to think through the strategy of what you're making, but it doesn't, that expectation of you having like 5 cameras that are 8K footage, it's not there. So you're really just trying to get on camera, show people who you are, showcase your product, showcase your service in a great and compelling way, but you don't need crazy fancy equipment to do this. Do not buy a super fancy camera unless your job is to film for other people. If your main job is to be a service provider or you have a product-based business, you're a real estate agent, a doctor, a coach, an entrepreneur, don't buy a super fancy camera unless you're gonna film so much all the time and really understand and enjoy filming on that camera. You can grow your business very easily with your phone, especially an iPhone. So don't worry about getting a super fancy camera. Do not worry about getting those fancy gimbals or those other things you attach onto your phone. If you're not filming a ton and you're filming some and you're not super comfortable with technology, you don't really need that. The tripod is enough And if you're filming when you're moving, just really be steady as you're filming. So again, that's another thing I don't think you need. And crazy editing equipment. Do not buy super expensive, crazy editing equipment, because those equipment, while amazing, if you don't love editing and you don't love technology, overkill. You won't use it. So it's gonna be a bad use of your money because you're not gonna use it. Honestly, I have learned to edit so many times. I finally am using a nice Adobe Premiere and I can use it, blah, blah, blah. It's been like over a decade of editing classes, on and off. But if you don't love editing, don't get a super fancy editing equipment. All right, make sure to drop a comment below if you love this video and let me know what you use to film. I would love to know. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I teach a lot. I teach business owners around the country about how to grow their business with video. I'd love to hear from you. Subscribe and I'll see you next time.